Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you can join me today in this video about applying Stoic wisdom to our modern lives. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that offers powerful insights into coping with adversity and living with purpose even in the midst of all the craziness of our hectic world. My goal is that by the end of this video, you will walk away with new tools to bring more peace, flexibility, and meaning to your days. Let's immerse ourselves in the Stoic world. The Stoics believed that virtue is the highest good and that living a high moral life allows us to flourish. They emphasized discipline, self-control, and reason as ways to build resilience in the face of adversity. Now the word Stoic often conjures up an image of someone with a stony face, devoid of any emotion. But this way of thinking is completely wrong. The Stoics fully accepted the richness of human emotions. They simply aimed at relaxation, avoiding emotional extremes. Their goal was not to eliminate feelings, but to avoid wrong feelings. As the Roman Stoic Seneca says, the point is not to have no feelings, but to make sure you don't have the wrong feelings. This distinction is very key. Stoicism teaches us to master our emotions instead of denying them. It gives us tools to work wisely with destructive emotions and tap into inner strength. Unlike other philosophies that encourage detachment from worldly pleasures, the Stoics said to immerse yourself fully in the experiences of life, just not get too attached to it. Be grateful for every moment of your life. As Marcus Aurelius says, don't act as if you have 10,000 years. Death is at your elbow. Be good at something while you live, and that thing is in your possession. Such great advice. The Stoics remind us that life is limited. Use each day as a gift and make the most of it by living a virtuous life. Why is Stoicism important today? You may wonder what the ancient Greek philosophy has to do with modern life today. Actually, the answer is a lot. Many of Stoics' core insights point directly to the challenges we face with all the daily distractions and pressures of our lives and connected world. Stoicism offers hope for maintaining peace amid forces seemingly beyond our control. From pandemics to politics to the constant notifications on our phones, it's easy to feel disempowered throughout our lives. But the Stoics say this is an illusion. We always have a choice in how we react internally. Let's look at an example. We've experienced a day in life when you're stuck in traffic and late for an important business meeting. You were already anxious about a big issue, and now your stress is increasing exponentially. You bang on the steering wheel and shout, "Move!" We've all felt this before, but the Stoics encourage us to linger on those reactive moments. Know the things inside and outside your control. We cannot control all the other drivers on the road. We cannot control the amount of traffic. And we can't control our boss's reaction when we're late. What we can control is how we choose to react internally. Do we bring anger and anxiety to ourselves, or consciously change the point of view? Imagine taking a few slow breaths and saying to yourself, "I'm stuck in traffic. It's out of my hands right now. My boss is reasonable. If I explain calmly when I arrive, he will understand me and accept my apology. I can use this time for my mental training." In this way, I turn a negative external situation into an opportunity to practice patience, understanding, and preparation. The Stoics called this capacity an inner citadel, a fortress of peace within us that external events cannot disturb unless we allow it. It is about understanding what is up to us and what is not. As Epictetus says, freedom and happiness begin with understanding the difference between what is in our control and what is not. Powerful insight, yes? With practice, we can maintain emotional independence despite the craziness of the world around us. Being Stoic is hard work, but worth it. Now, I'm not saying that Stoic practice is easy. Our natural impulse is to immerse ourselves in external things that make us angry, anxious, sad, etc. Stoicism requires actively training our minds to step back and look at things objectively. It takes work, but it gets easier with repetition. The more we consciously linger in reactive moments, the more peaceful we become. Consider how much unnecessary suffering is caused by simply reacting. versus thoughtfully reacting. Gaining mastery over motivation is invaluable. Stoicism is also about compassion. While some examples may make Stoicism appear individualistic, the Stoics actually emphasize community and service. For them, living virtuously means taking care of each other. Wisdom is meaningless unless shared. We are fellow travelers who should lighten each other's burdens. Seneca beautifully stated, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Stoicism gives us the inner resilience to be a rock when others crumble and lift up those who are struggling. It helps us to endure hardships so that we can help others endure hardships. By embodying wisdom and self-mastery, we can inspire these qualities in the lives of others. This is how we change the world, by changing, leading by example. How to apply Stoicism today? So how do we cultivate Stoicism in our modern lives? It starts with awareness. Choose thought patterns aligned with wisdom when reacting consciously. Let's practice this through an exercise. Take a minute to relax and breathe deeply. With your eyes closed, imagine yourself in the following situations. Honestly, observe the spontaneous thoughts and feelings that arise within. Scenario 1. You are driving when someone rudely blocks your way. How do you feel? Scenario 2. You cook dinner, but your family criticizes your cooking. What will happen? Scenario 3. Your boss unfairly blames you for a mistake at work. How does it resonate in your body and mind? Scenario 4. You read someone's hostile political comments on social media. What reactions occur? The goal is simply to raise awareness of common reactions. With this awareness comes choice. The next time such a scenario occurs in real life, we can consciously choose how to respond, instead of reacting irrationally. Maybe we'll let the rude driver down with compassion instead of anger. Take cooking criticism as an opportunity to improve. When you are wrongly blamed, be patient, but breathe instead of lashing out. Pause before adding fire to inflammatory comments online. Moving from reactive to thoughtful response prevents external events from robbing us of our inner peace. We maintain emotional independence. Again, this is not easy at first, but the more we practice mindfulness, the easier it becomes to immediately pick up on tension and respond wisely. Imagine if we all took responsibility for our inner states in this way. What kind of society will we have? The Stoics knew that in order to change society, we must first change ourselves. Or in the words of Gandhi, you must be the change you want to see in the world. When we shift our minds from reaction to reaction, the ripple effect is enormous. We stop the perpetuation of toxicity and conflict that comes from unconscious reaction. Instead, we help each other remember our capacity for patience, compassion, and wisdom. Adopt a Stoic mindset. Embracing the Stoic path takes work. I struggle with it every day like everyone else. But I hope I've given you a glimpse of how much it can transform our lives if we stick to it. Imagine how free you will feel when nothing external disturbs your inner peace and values. How much you can do when you are powered by this flexibility. We must support each other in this journey. When you look away, look to those who have gone before us. Marcus Aurelius calmly leads Rome through war and plague. Nelson Mandela survives prison with dignity. Viktor Frankl finding humanity in a Nazi concentration camp. Their light illuminates our path. As the Roman Stoic Seneca said, trouble strengthens the mind as work strengthens the body. Friends, let's face the hardships. Let's ascend together with hearts filled with love and minds trained in wisdom. If we unite, the heights are endless. When you get discouraged, think of the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth under vacuum, where tiny creatures still survive and shine. If they can survive it there, we can do it here, because the light always finds a way, if we have the courage to turn our hearts towards it. My friends, I hope that thinking about Stoicism has been enlightening. Let's do a quick review of the key points. Practice mastering your emotions. Don't suppress them. It brings peace. Focus on what you control, judgments and reactions. Don't waste energy on what you can't do. Build your inner fortress by practicing wisdom, patience, and virtue. Share your light with others. We rise together. Become the change you want to see. Thank you for discovering the meaning of life together here. Please share what insights resonated most or any methods you try. We are all in this together. Now go enjoy this gift called life. And remember, always lead with love. It is our strongest sword and brightest torch. On review, it looks like a serious track, doesn't it? Goodbye.